guys. Looks like we started. I think you all just saw me doing my get ready dance. Let's see. There's so much noise outside right now. I'm so sorry. There are dirt bikes going down the road. Let's see when YouTube will catch up with us. It just lags so much. It's so hard to know when we're actually getting started. All right. Hey, Bill. Okay, we have some people joining, but YouTube is not showing me that we are live yet. That's annoying. It makes it a little difficult to see all of your comments. But hey, I see that you guys are starting to come in. So hey, everybody. Good to see some regulars. Good to see some new faces. Hey, everybody. Bill and Tom and CJ and Roy and Brett and Chris. Again, sorry about the noise. Okay, here we go. Now YouTube has caught up. Perfect. Now I can leave comments. Great. Samuel, hey, I am doing great. How are you doing? Curran, hello, is that how you say your name, Curran? Stewie, hi, yeah, I recognize your old name. Good to have you here. Hey everybody, thanks so much for being here. Cool, okay, it looks like we're getting some more people in now, so the notification must have gone out. Hello, and welcome back for another Q&A. We actually started on time this time, so perfect. We're already ahead of last week. Hey guys. All right, we can jump right in if anyone has any questions. Bill, yeah, so that was the first thing I was going to talk about tonight was the Mulan movie. They are now saying that Mulan is going to be available for all Disney Plus subscribers starting in December. So just a short wait after that, that premiere, which is hilarious to me. I'm not sure how many people are actually going to rent the movie whenever it's going to be available for all subscribers in December. So I'm interested to know your opinions about that. There's been some chatter going on in the Cord Cutters News Slack channel today of all of us just talking about that movie. Samuel, thanks so much. Yeah, I'll be honest, I was just too lazy to change clothes after my work day, so still wearing the NASA t-shirt. All right. John, thank you so much for that message. I appreciate that. And yes, I am having a great week. It's been another busy one. We are gearing up to take Monday off, actually, for Labor Day. So I am trying to just make sure that we have plenty of content for the weekend and for Monday. So it's been a little hectic, but a really good week. Brett says, I took advantage of the promo code and got a lifetime pass. Love being able to add my own media. Oh, you must be talking about Plex Pass. Yeah, that's a great deal. For those of you who haven't heard about it, if you look for Plex Pass over on Cord Cutters News, they offered a deal. Unfortunately, the deal is over already. So those of you who didn't take advantage won't be able to just yet, but they might offer it again. I'm not sure. But yeah, that was a really good deal. But the lifetime Plex Pass, I think, is still pretty inexpensive. So definitely worth looking into. Oh yeah, here's a good question. Okay, hi Jess, is YouTube TV, do they or do they not plan on adding NFL Network and NFL Red Zone channels very soon? Yeah, so that's a great question. That all started, I believe, with a Reddit post. And Luke actually texted me to tell me that he saw this rumor going around and that some people were reporting that they were definitely going to be adding it today, actually. That they would be adding NFL Network to their base package, and they would be adding NFL Red Zone to a new sports add-on package. So we did report on this, but as I said in that post, everything was just speculation for now and completely based on some screenshots that had showed up on Reddit, Twitter, and some other social media. So based on the screenshots and based on YouTube TV users searching for NFL and seeing kind of like placeholder pages for those channels, It looks like it's going to happen, and it would likely, of course, be before the NFL season starts. But we have not been able to confirm this at all. And as far as we've been able to see, no one has confirmed it. So I know some people are reporting that it's definitely happening. We are reporting that it could happen because, like I said, nothing has been confirmed just yet. So that is kind of the long-winded story about what's going on with YouTube TV adding NFL Network. But we will see. We are ready to post as soon as we see it go live. Yeah, lots of people saying that they're waiting till December to watch Mulan. I will probably be with all of you. I can't see myself spending $30 to rent it whenever I know that I'll have access in December anyway. Thanks. Oh, you guys are a fan of the NASA shirt. Good to know. I thought I was just being lazy and not changing into something a little more professional for my live stream tonight, but good to know. Awesome. Love that. Chris, thank you so much for that tip. We really appreciate it. Alan says, Pluto TV added 8 new channels this week. Good evening, Jess. Hi, Alan. Yeah, after you sent me that message, I actually got an email from Pluto just after that with channel descriptions for 8 new channels. There's a Carol Burnett channel, which I know a lot of you were excited about. A lot of people in the tech support group were happy about that, including myself. I'm a Carol Burnett fan, so that was awesome. They also added some more CBS content. There's a new Survivor channel and Amazing Race. And I think there was one other one. Also some more classic TV and just another Pluto branded channel. So lots of good stuff to check out over on Pluto TV if you haven't checked already. Oh, Jermaine, I'm so sorry. Jermaine says, stop me if you've heard this one before, but I missed last week's stream because there was a thunderstorm. Yeah, you were having the worst luck with weather and your internet access lately. My goodness. But I'm glad that you made it tonight. Hopefully your internet connection holds it down until the end of this live stream. Striker, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Colin says, hey, just did Disney say if they will release any other upcoming movies via premium access? They have not announced anything like that yet, but I think that we're kind of expecting them to see how Mulan does. And to be honest, I'm not sure it's going to do well just because it's then coming to the service in December. So I'm not guessing that it's going to do especially well with this premium access, but again, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm hoping that they share numbers. If they do, we will absolutely report on it. I'm really interested to see that, so hopefully we'll get some more details after December probably. Okay, here's an interesting one. Mr. Angel, I think is how you say that. Real cord cutters don't need Disney Plus, HBO, Netflix, etc. And here's the thing, that's partially true. Oh, I think I got fuzzy there for a second. I move too much when I talk. So you can be a cord cutter and spend very little or even no money other than for internet access. That's absolutely true, and I hear you. You can get locals with an antenna. There are tons of free streaming services that you can use. You absolutely do not have to pay for a streaming service. That's completely true. I'm with you. However, if you want some channels that are not available on an antenna, if you're looking for original content from streaming services, anything like that, if you want to watch live premium TV, then you will need to, if you want to do it legally, you will need to pay for those services. But yeah, I hear you. You can definitely do it for very cheap or even free. All right, I missed some comments, so I'm sorry if you are posting right now because I'm still scrolling through some of these earlier ones. I hate missing questions, but if I skip yours, I'm very sorry, but please ask again. I'm definitely missing some here. Samuel says, are they going to have Black Friday sales for streaming this year? We are expecting them to. We will definitely do a big deal roundup post about Black Friday deals whenever we hear about them. I haven't heard a whole lot of chatter about that just yet. Jermaine, yeah, I'm right with you. Big geek. Love the NASA shirt. Couldn't pass it up when I saw it in the store. Brett says, have you seen the one and only Ivan on Disney Plus? I have not, but I heard such good things. If any of you have watched the one and only Ivan on Disney Plus, let me know if you liked it. I'll definitely put that on my list. Eric says, I was I was unsure if Cord Cutters News would write a story about NFL Network on YouTube TV since it is not official yet. Yeah, I kind of went back and forth on this. Actually, Luke texted me early yesterday morning to tell me that others were reporting on it, and I definitely went back and forth on it. Eventually, I decided to post about the rumors and speculation just because we got so many questions. So just in general, if I get a ton of questions about something, I'll put up a post explaining what's going on, what we know for sure, what we don't know, and then I'll follow up with details after something is confirmed. So I definitely catch some flack sometimes for posting about things that have not been confirmed yet, but I do that for a reason, and it's because lots of people are asking, and it's easier to just be able to direct them to a post on the site that answers some of those questions. And as long as it's helpful for some people, I'm fine with getting criticism from others. It is what it is. All right. Michael says Mystery Science Theater 3000 on Pluto TV is the best. They have so much good content on Pluto TV, guys. If you're not watching it already, definitely check it out. Colin says, Jess, Disney says if they would use premium access on Disney Plus to release any upcoming movies early, that you would get it if you paid $30. I think what you're saying, or what you're asking, is if you pay that $30, do you then get access to any movies that show up on Premiere? And the answer is no. The $30 would only be for Mulan. So anytime that a new movie was added to premium, you would have to pay that $30 or whatever the price is for each movie. As far as we know, that's what it sounded like in any of the explanations. So that could obviously change depending on how things go with Mulan. But for now, yes, that's what it is. You would have to pay $30 for each movie or whatever the cost is for each individual movie. I scrolled down too fast again. My goodness. Jeez Louise. Oh, yeah. Dark Shadows was another show that just got added to Pluto TV. Good call. Hi, Jess. Love Cord Cutters ever since I found Luke and you. Keep up the great chats. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, lots of opinions about Mulan. I think we're all kind of on the same page that them releasing it on Disney Plus for everybody in December was a weird move. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy that I'll have access to it in December, but I just don't know how it's going to work out for them with this Premiere access, but I'm very interested to see the numbers. Oh, wow, Howard. Howard says, hi, Jess, Friday is my birthday. Happy early birthday. I will be 49 years old. When I was 7, I had cancer, still a survivor. Wow, that's a great story. Happy early birthday, and we are so happy to have you here, Howard. Another Black Friday question. Yeah, you guys, we will post deals as soon as we hear them, and we'll do a big deal roundup for Black Friday too. AM says, hello, first time joining live. We are so happy to have you here. Welcome. John has been watching Pool Dark on Amazon Prime, and it's awesome. I have heard great things. Yeah, definitely. I'll put it on my list. Thank you for that recommendation. Brett says, bought my first digital movie, Bill and Ted Face the Music. I would love to know what you think about it. I was just talking to somebody over at Fandango Now about what movies I should watch this weekend, and he said that I should get that one. Michael says, Jess, do you think there will ever be an all-sports streaming service? There are some, like DAZN is one of them. I mean, obviously ESPN Plus. There are definitely some sports streaming services. Fubo TV kind of started out that way and then started adding more channels just to reach more customers. So I don't know. I think that if they could make one and keep the price low enough, there would be a good subscriber base. But I don't know. It's hard. It's hard because a lot of people who watch sports have a subscription to a live TV streaming service where they can already get those channels. So adding another service on wouldn't be especially affordable. It wouldn't really make sense if they're already getting those channels. Do I use Plex? I have used it. That was actually one of the first things I used when I first got a Roku in my first apartment. I don't use it as much anymore, and that's only because I have so many other streaming services and things that I use. I don't have a big media collection that I own. A lot of it is just digital stuff that I watch through different streaming services. So I don't use it a ton, but I love it in theory. And I know the people that do use it are huge fans. Plex has some streaming channels, some live streaming channels. They have a really good little collection over there, so I would definitely like to play around with it a little bit more. Joseph says, hi Jess, I would like to have the weather channel. Fubo TV is the only one that has it, and I have AT&T TV now. I would recommend to you, Joseph, Friendly TV. It is a very cheap little streaming service, not a ton of channels, but it does have the weather channel, I think. Is that the right one? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes the words just all come out and I'm getting the information wrong. Let me see if I can grab the link for you. Friendly TV. Well, I don't want that very long URL. That's not super helpful. 15 family-friendly channels, only $5.99 a month. It has the weather channel right there. Perfect. And there was an error. Try again. Great. Thank you. Super helpful. Thank you, YouTube. Nope, not going to let me post anything. Great. Great. Love it when that happens. Really? Let me try it over here. Someday I'll figure out how to use YouTube, guys. Someday. Did that work? Maybe. We'll see. It's an adventure. Anyway, Friendly TV. Great service, very cheap, has the weather channel and some others. Aaron says, my opinion on Mulan, Jess, is that I really hope Disney releases it on digital HD to buy on all the major retailers so the price is lower than Disney Plus. This would follow the play Warner did with Scoob. Yeah, definitely. And I can definitely see that happening. I would not be at all surprised if they did that in December. But we will see. But yeah, I agree. I know a lot of people like to just own the movie. Yeah, Friendly TV also has Game Show Network. Actually, I'll just read you the channels. There's only 15. Hallmark, Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, Hallmark Drama, Up TV, Inspiration, Game Show Network, Curiosity Stream, which is a great channel, The Weather Channel, Outdoor Channel, Light TV, World Fishing Network, Sportsman Channel, gosh, Pixel, Baby First TV, and QVC for super cheap. Brian says, Philo, oh my gosh, all about that 90 Day Fiance. Let me tell you, that is my favorite. I'll call it a guilty pleasure, but I have zero guilt about any of this reality TV that I love. 90 Day Fiance, man, I could do an entire podcast about 90 Day Fiance and all of my feelings about these couples. My gosh. Derek says, hey Jess, are there any specials for the purchase of Showtime or Stars? Not that I've heard of. I will say that if you've ever been subscribed to either, make sure that you check your email. I get emails all the time asking me to come back to one of those for a reduced price, so definitely check out for that. Check your spam folder if you're not getting the emails. Mine ended up there for quite a while. I will definitely look out for that tomorrow. Let me make a note. Showtime and Stars. And I will post tomorrow if I can find any deals. Howard says, Hulu with Live is good for me because they have the Marquee Network and Boomerang and lots of other channels that I like. Yeah, that's the thing. There's no streaming service that's going to work for every person, but every person will find a streaming service that works for them. Kyle wants to know the cheapest option for ACC network. Let me check real quick to see all of the services that offer ACC. And I would say Hulu, Sling, YouTube TV, and AT&T TV now, but I think you have to have one of their higher packages, so probably not the most affordable. So it looks like you could do Sling's orange package and then add the sports extra. That might be your cheapest option. Or Hulu, if you're interested in Hulu. It would be pretty close to the same price, not quite. Brett says, looks like Young Sheldon is on HBO Max. Yeah, I think they made a deal for that. At the same time, they made a deal for Big Bang Theory, maybe, but it just got added recently, I believe. Is Saucy, is that how I say your name? Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Jess, do you use an OTA antenna or TiVo OTA bolt? I do use an antenna. I'm not super familiar with any of the TiVo stuff. I'm not a great person to ask about that. Philip definitely is the person. He has some TiVo videos on the YouTube channel. I do use an antenna. I have a Mohu Leaf that works pretty well. My issue is that I live in a city. I live downtown. I am surrounded by big brick buildings, so I only get about 12 channels with my antenna. Still great, still love it. If my internet's down for some reason, I'll use my antenna. But I wish I got more channels, I'll be honest. But highly recommend an antenna for anyone. I was just telling people about that today. I was just sharing all kinds of great stories about antennas, and I saw that some of you commented on one of the posts over on the tech support Facebook page, bragging about how many channels you get. I am very jealous of everyone that gets like 15 more channels. That's insane, but very cool. So yeah, definitely if you are looking for free local channels, an antenna is definitely the way to go if it works in your area. Chris says, do you know when the second half of Viacom CBS channels are coming to YouTube TV? I think we heard that it was going to be this month, but I don't know if we have an exact date. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I know some of you were seeing info about that somewhere else. I'm just kind of on the lookout for it, but I don't think I have an exact date, but one of you might. September 22nd. Okay, that sounds right. Kyle wants to know when the Saved by the Bell reboot will come out. I have Peacock and I like it. Yeah, I really like Peacock a lot too. The reboot, I believe, was supposed to come out very early on after it launched. I think that was one of the shows that got delayed because of coronavirus, unfortunately. So I'm hoping it comes out soon. I've seen some like behind the scenes pictures and things from it. So looks like they're working on it, but I, again, don't think that we have an exact date for that, but I will definitely be on the lookout. Joseph says, I wish Philo would get USA Network and TNT. I would get it if they got those channels. Yeah, Philo is a great service, but they do keep their costs low by not having a ton of channels. You won't see them adding channels super frequently just because they are really on a mission to keep everything affordable. Yeah, Brian mentioned Just Watch, and yeah, completely agreed. That's a great service. Not always accurate, I will say, but yeah, most of the time they do have up-to-date information about where to find shows and channels. Michael wants to know if I'm on my phone. I am not. My phone is over here. I am using the same setup that I always use. I have a little webcam situation going on over here. Mike wants to know how to watch News Nation, and I do not think I have an answer for you. That is absolutely something that somebody in here will have the answer to, and I'm thinking of you, Bill. I think that you've mentioned News Nation before. Lillard, no big updates on the NFL Sunday Ticket. I think it's a DirecTV only thing again this year. We are digging around just to make sure that we have all of our info in order before we post, but you can look for a post on that soon. Yeah, Brett, I heard too that HBO Max was looking into doing a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion, and I would be all for that. I love that show. Oh, Robert says that WGN America does not stream. I don't know why. I thought that they were on at least one streaming service. Interesting. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, Howard, great question. Wondering about VidGo service. I tried them in the past, but they don't have a DVR or on demand. Do you know if they will be adding those soon? I know that they were planning to do a DVR feature. They talked about that as soon as they launched, that it was going to be coming soon. We have heard nothing since then. It has been crickets on the DVR situation. I would love to chat with them. Maybe I'll do that this week if that's something you guys are interested in. I could reach out and ask them if there's any update on that. People should never give me their email address. I send questions all the time. Jim says, Jess, when will Starlink make it south to Colorado? Another great question. So right now, Starlink is in private beta, the private beta stage. They are testing it out, and we are seeing some initial speed tests coming from SpaceX. But yeah, they have to work through that private beta first, and then they'll open it up to a public beta where more people can test it out. And they have said that it'll be people further north that are trying it out in the beginning, just because that's where it's going to work best. And then after that phase, then they'll be able to start expanding. So they said that they wanted to open up the private beta phase later this year, so I would expect them to be early next year expanding to other places, but I don't think we have any details about that. I think they want to do the beta testing first before they make any announcements about expansion. Okay, here's some more good information. News Nation just launched. WGN is migrating to an all-new station. Yeah, that much I think we knew. Thank you, Bill. Super helpful. Eric says WGN America has a new program called News Nation. WGN America is on AT&T TV now. Okay, I thought it was streaming on something. I wasn't sure which streaming service it was on. Thank you for that information, Eric. Oops, I'm missing some comments here. Let me scroll back up. Jess, what other shows do you watch other than 90 Day Fiancé, Big Brother? I do love, this is like my deep dark secret, love reality TV, can't get enough of it. I tell people that after a long day at work, I just need something mind-numbing to sit and watch and just see someone else's drama instead of my own. Love all the 90 Day Fiancé shows. Any reality TV, I'm a sucker for it. There's a show called Below Deck, where they just follow people that work on a yacht. I don't know. I can't get enough of it. It's almost embarrassing, but I don't get embarrassed by much, so I'll admit it here on this video for all of you. Haven't been able to get into Big Brother the past few seasons. Everyone just kind of annoys me on that show a little bit. I used to like that one a lot. I was real big into like Real World and Road Rules and The Challenge and all of that stuff back in the day, but now I've moved on to 90 Day Fiancé. Oh, Married at First Sight, another great reality TV show. Jermaine says, I will gladly be a beta tester. Jermaine, I think you can still sign up over on the Starlink website. Definitely look into that. Lillard says, I didn't pay the light bill. Here's the thing. I don't know exactly what to do. I need to do a ring light situation. I have a lamp on behind me. I have living room lights on. I have kitchen lights on. I am trying so hard to light up that whole area in hopes that it'll keep this lit. But, yeah, I'll work on finding a ring light situation that I can set up back behind the computer screen. I don't know. Jermaine got CBS All Access just to watch Big Brother. Too funny. Worth it. CBS All Access is pretty affordable if it has a few shows that you like. I'm glad I'm not the only reality TV fan here. Nice. Richard says, Jess, the Antenna Man did a review yesterday on an indoor-outdoor antenna. He was surprised at how good it worked. It's made in Spain. They've been making antennas going back to the 1050s. Sheesh. That's awesome. Yeah, the Antenna Man has some great videos, some really great information where he can really go in depth about all these different antennas. I love the idea of one that's indoor-outdoor. That's very cool. I'll have to check that out. Thank you. Stewie says, will my mom be mad at me for mentioning her on here? No, people do all the time. It's okay. Jim says, Jess, get CBS All Access 30-day free trial. When Big Brother 22 ends, you can binge watch it all. I usually do that. I get emails from them all the time talking about a 30-day free trial. Lilar is very concerned about the lighting in here. I promise I'll work on it. Right after I'm done here, I will order a big ring light to put behind me, I promise. I do have a candle over here. You're right, I could light the candle. I'm not sure how the mood lighting would work for this live stream. Colin wants to know if I'm excited for season 2 of The Mandalorian. I am. I watched the first one and liked it a lot. The second one looks good from what we've seen so far. I will definitely be watching it. Michael is going to buy Mulan. Oh, Undercover Boss. Yeah, that's a great show. The 1950s. That makes a whole lot more sense than the 1050s. My goodness. I was like, I don't feel like that makes sense unless antenna meant something very different a long, long time ago. I wasn't going to question you. I went right along with it. I have to tell you guys, I'm very gullible. Today, someone in a meeting told me that today was Thursday, and I just went through my whole day believing that today was Thursday because someone told me. I've been looking at calendars all day today and still just believed it was Thursday. Tamara has the day off on Friday, and I was telling her to have a great weekend, and she thought I was nuts. So you can pretty much tell me anything, I'll believe it. Yeah, guys, I know the lighting is terrible. I'm very sorry. I will fix it next week. I'm going to be so lit up next week, you won't even know what to do. I know. Yeah, I know now that today is Wednesday, and it was funny too. As soon as I realized, I was like, oh yeah, the Q&A. Sure, that makes sense. Goodness. It's been a bit of a week already. Robert says, any update on NFL Network for YouTube TV? Yeah, we talked about this a little earlier. You may have missed it. It's all just kind of speculation for now. There have been some screenshots going around where people are seeing that they will be adding NFL Network to the base package and NFL Red Zone to a new sports add-on. So none of that has been confirmed. I know that some other people were reporting that it was going to happen today. It did not happen today. So, whoops, sorry, got distracted by reading comments. We will post as soon as we see that it has officially been added. For now, we just had that post up saying that everything is kind of speculation for now. Oh, Howard, yeah, I can definitely do that. He says, Luke used to ask on Sundays, what is everyone watching on Twitter? Would you consider doing something like that? Absolutely. I have not been using our Quirketers News Twitter account as much as I should be. I've just been posting articles as we get them published. But yeah, definitely. I can definitely start chatting a little more on Twitter. You guys can always tag us in things on Twitter. I will see it eventually. Isasi wants to know, how did I get my job with cord cutters? I guess that's something we've never really talked about. So Luke Bauma started cord cutters years ago, and it just got to a point where he couldn't do all of the news coverage himself. So he found me online. I was a freelance writer at the time. I was writing about all sorts of crazy things like home goods and finance. I was a finance writer for a little bit. He was looking for a female voice to add to Quirketers News. He found me, and we just got along super well right off the bat. So everything just kind of fell into place pretty quickly. I really love streaming. I love writing about this stuff. I love helping people save money. Love talking about free streaming services. So it was a match made in heaven for all of us. Yeah, so that's how it all happened. And then I worked for Luke for about a year until he sold the site to the other company, and at that time he opted to leave and passed the torch on to me so that I could be editor of Quirketers News, and here we are. Ooh, that's very cool, G-Money. TV Guide recently put out a list of 100 best current TV shows. Awesome, I will definitely check that out. I scrolled too fast again. James says YouTube TV is doing something. The video quality is grainy across the board. Wonder if they're doing some kind of update or something that has things down right now. Oh my gosh, Liller is very concerned about the lighting in here. I promise I will fix it. Alan, yeah, I did see that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are signed on to Netflix. Tamara actually wrote a post about that I will put up tomorrow. I just didn't get time to do it today. There was a bunch of stuff toward the end of the day that all happened all at once. Jermaine says, Luke tricked me into thinking I was filling in for him, but he was secretly training me to replace him, and I think you are absolutely right. I told him that I had been bamboozled, that he brought me in there and tricked me right into being on camera. He hired me as a writer, not to be on camera. I hold it against him to this day. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I know. Definitely need to fix up this situation a little bit. I thought having this lamp, that's what I used to do, and it always worked out fine. I'll fix it for next time, though. Yeah, Eric, I know that there are special lights on Amazon that YouTube people use. I will definitely ask around to see what I should get. Actually, Philip has a really good setup. I'll just ask him what he uses. Everyone's saying there's something behind me. Luckily, I can see in the camera. Otherwise, I would 100% believe you. I would turn around, and if there was something over there, it would be horrifying because it is a rooftop over there. Someone could totally be standing on that rooftop, and that is terrifying. You guys know I do not like scary movies. I do not like scary situations in real life. Please don't do that to me. You're hurting my feelings. Jermaine says, I saw that Locast added some new cities recently. Yeah, so Locast is a technically free streaming service with live local channels. They do ask for a $5 donation. It's run by a nonprofit. If you do not give the $5 donation, it is very annoying how many notifications you'll get asking for that donation. But anyway, yeah, Locast expanded today to the Detroit area, Detroit, Ann Arbor. And I think they said they have over 60 channels in that market, which is awesome. So if you are in that area, definitely look into Locast. True, guys. It's almost Halloween. I am not into any of the scary stuff. I'm happy to pass out candy. That's it. That's the extent of it. Oh my gosh, you guys. Stop trying to scare me. I don't like it. Yes, Howard, I will say hello to Philip, and he does do a great job. I completely agree. I absolutely love Philip's videos. I think that he is doing a fantastic job. Yeah, it did get dark outside very, very early. Not a fan of that one bit. Richard wants to know if Philip and I will do a podcast like Luke and I used to. I would love to, and it might be on the roadmap a little further down the line. Unfortunately, the time zone thing makes things a little tricky with us. Philip is on the West Coast. I'm over here in Cleveland, so I'm on the Eastern time zone. So it's just really hard to find times when we can get together for anything. Like the two of us trying to get together just to chat about content is really tricky. But yeah, I know people are missing the podcast. I miss it too. I really love doing the podcast with Luke, but I will work on it. I will definitely make sure it's on everybody's radar as something that we could maybe do next year. Oh, yeah, Alan, tell everyone about the new ATSC 3.0 news today. I'm not sure if this is what you're talking about or not, but there is a company called Evoca that launched this is a really interesting story. They launched their paid ATSC 3.0 based service today in Boise, Idaho. So what this is, it's live local over-the-air TV, but it's a paid service where you get, I believe it's 50 channels through their service. That doesn't seem right now that I'm saying it. I think it's fewer channels, but less than $50 a month. It's very interesting. A lot of people are saying the general consensus is I'm not paying for over-the-air channels. Sorry, I got distracted by comments again. Yeah, it's an interesting idea, and I understand they're trying to capitalize on this new next-gen TV technology, but what I'm basically hearing is that people don't want to pay for these channels that they're used to getting for free. There are a bunch of channels that you wouldn't get with an antenna normally, so I don't know. I'm on the fence about it myself. I know Philip is too. He's been writing about it also and probably has much more information than I do. If you guys are interested, I could ask him about making a video about it. We don't have access to it because, like I said, it's only in Idaho right now. But definitely something that we can look into more if that's something that you guys are interested in. Howard wants to know if Luke turned to the dark side. And if you're talking about cable, I don't think so. Whenever he texted me about YouTube TV and the NFL Network, he was talking about using his YouTube TV account. So I think he's still using it. Yeah, Howard, Luke's favorite phrase, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I don't know. With this one, it doesn't really sound too good to be true. It sounds like paying for something that you don't need to be paying for. So, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I get over 40 channels with my OTA antenna. I won't pay for channels when I can get them for free. Let me pull up their website real quick. The service, again, is called Evoca, Evoca. And with it, you also get this proprietary device called the Scout, which I assume is like a tuner for ATSC 3.0. $49 a month. You get, I'll just name some of them, the Weather Channel, which would be nice, NBC, CBS, Fox, Curiosity Stream, CW, PBS Kids, Law and Crime, MeTV, I know is a popular one with a lot of you guys. Court TV, some Hallmark channels. It just, honestly, it doesn't sound like it's enough to justify the price, but maybe that's just me. Oh my gosh, you guys are talking about how many channels you get with your antennas, and I have never been more jealous in my entire life. James gets 80 channels, roof antenna in Manhattan. Oh, so you're in the middle of the city and you get a ton of channels. I need to figure out what you're doing. Robert, 20 channels. My daily side's 73. Howard is getting 71. Interesting. Yeah, I get about 12. Aaron says, I noticed CBS All Access has a lot more older movies lately, which is terrific. I believe that they have a couple of Star Trek films that are also on Tubi. Yeah, CBS All Access added a ton of content last month. Whenever they added all of that Viacom CBS stuff, they added just a ton of on-demand content too. Very cool. Oh, John, no, I didn't see that. June 22nd until September 30th, Chromebook users get 3 months of Disney Plus. Let me write that down. Chromebook, Disney Plus. I will look into that tomorrow. Thank you. Ron, no, unfortunately, not a lot of VidGo news lately. I know that they wanted to do a DVR and we haven't heard about it, but since a couple of you have asked about that tonight, I will reach out to them tomorrow and I'll see if they have any updates. Robert, yeah, I remember you saying that you're from Erie. I went to college up there, so I am super familiar with the area. I'm sure we have mutual friends. John wants to know if Locast will be available in Oklahoma sometime soon. That's a great question. I never know where they're going to go next. I am surprised every time they announce a new city. So my suggestion for you, if you want them to be in your area, is to just go over to the Locast website and you can suggest it right there. Barb says, I can't hear you, turn up the volume. I think I have it at the same level I always do. You might be able to turn up the volume on your computer or wherever you're watching. Oh, Lillard, yeah, I wasn't even thinking about Labor Day sales. Let me make a note too to post if I see any good Labor Day sales for this weekend. Richard says I would pay for Evoca if I could get channels like HBO, Stars, Showtime, etc. Yeah, definitely. I don't think that they're offering a ton of stuff that you wouldn't be able to get anyway. Jim says for over the air, replace my Mohu Curve with the free Sling Air TV antenna and it's better. That's good to know. Yeah, Barb, others are saying that the volume is okay, so it might just be on the device that you're watching on. I have it pretty much leveled out. I try not to touch anything. After we have a good live stream, I try to just leave everything exactly the way it is so that I don't mess anything up for the next week. Michael wants to know if I'm going to buy Mulan or wait. I am personally going to wait until December when it's available on Disney+. I have my Disney+ subscription that I plan on keeping, and I would like to see Mulan, but I don't think I want to see it badly enough to pay $30 for it. CJ, have a great night. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it. James says an amplifier with any roof antenna is not mandatory, but so much better. That is good to know. Robert, I know. I will change the lighting. My gosh. You guys, I get it. I'm going to buy so much lighting on Amazon right after we end this, and it will be here by next week. So I will do what I can. It's going to be like full studio lighting in here. The people across the street are going to wonder what the heck I've got going on in here. I'll work on it. My Daily Side says, thank you so much for doing this awesome live stream, Jess, and you are so welcome. I am so happy to be here. What time did we start? We started at 8 o'clock every Wednesday night. I try to start right at 8 o'clock. Every once in a while, I have some technical difficulties. YouTube does not like me logging into the Cord Cutters News account. Eric, thank you. Yeah, I don't like being on camera. So yeah, my first few videos were rough. I was also sick. I remember whenever I did my first ones, I was coughing, my voice was shot, I was sweating because I was so sick. Oh my gosh, it was such a mess. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm glad to know that you think I've gotten more comfortable. Oh my gosh, so many questions about the lighting. I get it. I'm trying to keep it dark and spooky. You know I love spooky. I love scary things. Just kidding. Jermaine says you need a mod to post she knows her room is dark every 5 minutes. Goodness. It's also like whenever Luke used to be here and every few comments were like, you're bald, why are you bald? So I guess we all have something. I'll take it, it's fine. Yeah, that's okay. No, I know that most of you guys are just kidding and it's totally fine. I don't mind at all. I can handle it. All right, guys, we have time for a few more questions. If anyone has any more, I will stop talking about the lighting if you will. Let's all just make a pact right now. Timothy, no deals for Stars that I know of, but I do have a note here to check for deals on all of those premium channels. And if I find anything, I will do a roundup of those tomorrow. And somebody else mentioned Labor Day sales. I'll definitely look into that too and post over the weekend if I can find anything. Colin says, any update on the Dish wireless carrier 5G network? I haven't heard anything in a bit, but I think I got an email from them today, so I will definitely go back there and check. I'm almost positive that they emailed me today, so I will post tomorrow if I have any news. Yeah, great question. Agreed. Yeah. The PR people over at Dish are fantastic about sending us updates about that, so if I ever get anything, I will definitely post about it. No, Bill, unfortunately, and I'm glad that you asked. No updates right now on Peacock or HBO Max coming to Roku or Amazon TV. I know that they're still having these conversations, so the same updates just keep coming. every couple days, just that they are still in negotiations, still trying to make deals before the holidays. I just don't know. Oh, Jermaine, thank you so much. I always look forward to this too. It's always a lot of fun. I dread it sometimes just because it's so hard to finish work around like 6 o'clock and then have a couple of hours to just sort of like do whatever I need to do and then come back. But man, I love it every week. I have so much fun chatting with you guys, and you give me so many good ideas for things that I need to be writing about too, which I appreciate. Reviews on phone cases. That's interesting. It's a little outside of what we do. Maybe if I can scrounge up some more writers for our news team, it would free us up for some things like that. Updates on 5G in general. Yeah, so we've been getting a little bit of information about 5G stuff. I just posted one today about how the US ranks lowest, or I think it was like 4th or 5th lowest for 5G in the entire world. So things aren't great right now, but there is constantly just news coming out about 5G. So I will definitely make a note to keep posting about stuff like that as we hear about it. I wasn't sure how much you guys were interested in hearing about things like 5G and broadband, but yeah, definitely I will make a note to post more about 5G. Michael says I'm cool. Thank you so much. You might be the first person to ever say that I'm cool. I would not call myself a cool person, but I appreciate that. All right, I think that we are going to wrap it up. I see a lot of you are getting ready to head out for the night. I just really appreciate you guys always coming back to chat with me on Wednesday nights. This is always so much fun. I should do interviews with some of my readers on camera. Yeah, that would be so much fun. I would like that. Or just interviews over email to post on the site. Love that. A way to watch News Nation. How about a post just about how to watch news in general, and I can go over a bunch of channels. All right, guys. Yeah, let's wrap it up here. Thanks again for coming back tonight and chatting with me. I hope that you all have a great night and a really great holiday weekend. If you are over here in the States, have a great Labor Day weekend. And I will be sure to look for some good Labor Day deals for you guys to post over the weekend. So have a good night, and I will see you all next